FBG Durk was born on December 6, 1993 in Chicago, Illinois. He was most known as a member of Illinois-based rap group FBG, which stands for Flyboy Gang. And at last, he is a member of the Gangsta Disciple Gang based out of Southeast Chicago. FBG Durk was born Carlton Weekly on December 6 in 1993. In Chicago, Illinois, he had several siblings. His oldest brother was Brick, who was shot and killed. As a child, he was into sports but best played football. He was friends with Tuka, who was shot and killed at a bus stop in 2011. As a teenager, he was friends with King Von until Durk found out he was playing both sides. Durk and the rest of FBG then proceeded to jump King Von on the bus. This is when King Von vowed to get revenge on everyone involved, fueling hatred for Durk and FBG.
Well, you should have told somebody what all these. Oh, he was in.
Hey y'all, what's going on? I'm here. I'm in the Gold Coast. I'm in the Gold Coast right now. Man, I was just riding my bike, y'all. I'm just riding my bike. Man. We need tape. They shot FBG Durk, man. I don't know who shot him, man. I just ran into this, y'all. Man.
I need you to step back.
I'm back. I'm back.
I need you to step behind
Listen
the
here. Ain't no line. What line, ma'am?
I need you to step
Listen here.
back.
I'm behind my bike. I stay in this neighborhood. I stay up the street. Y'all, come on. I understand that, y'all. They didn't, man. I don't know, man. Okay, listen here. Okay, listen here. All right.
The last words I said to my son, I say, "Where you finna go, home?" And he stared at me for like 10 seconds and was like, "Yeah, Mom, I'm finna go home." And he left.
Now, for most of the world, when you hear your child say they going home, that typically just mean they're going home for a nice rest, etc. Well, Mama Durk's case, whose real name was Lashina Weekly, hers was a little different, as that was the last time she heard from her son, is him saying he's going home. And we all know when you're calling to the Most High, usually that means you went home. Sad as it sounded, as tragic as it sounded, on August 4th, 2020, this young man lost his life. His mother never heard from him again, which to me, it shows the importance of, loving every moment that you have while you have it, embracing who you have while you have them. Because in the blink of an eye, it could be your last words talking to him. He was a Chicago rapper, born in 1993 and raised in the often dangerous south side of the city, and got involved with gangs, street violence at a young age. Durk came up as part of a rap crew called the Flyboy Gang, which overlapped with various factions of Chicago street gangs. Violence loomed heavy and began his rap career in his late teens. And along with an incident which he was stabbed by his girlfriend and multiple rivals with other gangs and rappers, his older brother FBG Brick, who was shot and killed in July 2017, he had a similar upbringing. FBG Durk, turbulent lifestyle, and loved ones who died far before their time were frequent topics in a series of mixtapes and releases, which included highlights like 2015 Different Personalities. And he followed that up in 2017 with Different Personalities 2. A couple other mixtapes. Then FBG Durk died in a shooting incident in Chicago, August 4th, 2020. He was only 26 years of age.
Tonight, friends say it was a Chicago rapper who was gunned down here on one of Chicago's ritziest streets. They say 2 other people were also shot when 4 gunmen, witnesses say, jumped out of cars and fired from just a few feet away.
Police say 3 people were out shopping along Oak Street late this afternoon. 2 men, they say, were standing on the sidewalk near the Dolce & Gabbana store, just a few steps from Michigan Avenue.
2 vehicles pulled up. 4 individuals exited those vehicles, 2 from each vehicle, and began firing at the individuals that were on the sidewalk outside of one of the stores here.
Shoppers and residents scrambled as 2 men dropped to the ground from the stream of bullets.
On the video you can hear, I try to count them. I counted about 17 shots.
I was standing where we're standing now and heard what I thought was a machine gun. and then a black car speeding down Oak Street going west.
Friends say one of those bullets killed the polarizing Chicago rapper known as FBG Duck.
FBG Duck was well respected in the city, was well loved, but with being well loved, he was always also well hated on the other side.
Now, King Von, who many people speculate put some things together to get FBG Duck done. A lot of people speculated King Von was behind the scenes putting a bag on FBG Duck. As a few guys from O Block, quite a few guys from O Block has now been charged with the demise of FBG Duck, which I will give you guys a little bit later in the content. You guys can see these guys were King Von's homies, and at the end of the day, many people speculated King Von put something together to make sure FBG Duck was no longer living. However, FBG Duck mama feel like she has been cheated, because you guys know by now rapper King Von was later killed before he could even be convicted or potentially convicted in the situation with FBG Duck. You guys can see rapper King Von was one of 2 people fatally shot outside of Atlanta hookah lounge. 4 other people were wounded by gunfire, according to the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, which was investigating the shooting because police officers ended up firing their weapons as well. 2 groups of men argued outside in the parking lot around 3:30 a.m. and shots were fired, authorities said. An off-duty Atlanta police officer who was working at the Monaco hookah lounge and an officer who was patrolling nearby confronted the gunman, and shots were fired during the encounter, police said. They went on to say that investigators believe that King Von was shot during an initial shootout between 2 groups of males prior to the police responding and attempting to stop the shooting. Additionally, King Von was not located at the scene but arrived at the hospital shortly thereafter the shooting via a private vehicle. A statement from Atlanta police officers said the GBI said that earlier they thought that 3 people had died, but the Atlanta police spokesman said that only 2 people had died, King Von and another man that was from Chicago as well. Now, you guys know FBG Duck mom went on to say she felt like she was cheated because many people felt like King Von had a lot to do with her son and his demise, and she wanted to be able to face him in court and get true justice for King Von as well. But either way, you guys can see later on 6 of King Von's guys ended up going on trial, and these guys feel short.
You and Duck didn't make up. His mom came out. They said you and Duck.
Gang, how you gonna tell? See that this ain't right. Gang, how y'all gonna say
his mom said that would never happen.
His mama was not there. I ain't never met his mama. I don't know his mama. You see what I'm saying? I've talked to him. You see what I'm saying? They and then they deleted all our DMs, so I can't show them the. I don't know why they do that. You see what I'm saying? Like but they ain't gonna show you that. They just want to look like we into it. So,
were you saddened by the news that he was murdered then?
Man, I heard it. I didn't go to sleep that night. I can't believe that shit. Hold on, man. Oh, let's talk about some other shit though.
Hey, gang. What's up, baby?
Good nigga got hit with this K. I be with real killers. Can't wait till we see niggas.
Hey, dude, you seen him up and hit the jack too, bitch.
When you call me?
Soon as he fall off his feet, kill him. Soon as he fall off his feet, kill him.
Now, if you guys have made it this far in the video, I would appreciate if you guys can go down right now and hit that like button for me. And it really helps out with the algorithm, help push this content into the algorithm. Most importantly, if you guys is new to my channel, please go down right now and hit that subscribe button. Turn that bell notification on to all. It really will help me out, help me build this platform. If you guys appreciate what I've been doing in this content right here. Now, to seal the deal right here, you guys know a federal jury has convicted 6 alleged gang members in the 2020 fatal shooting of Chicago rapper FBG Duck, a killing that prosecutors said was part of a long-running violence over gang territories in the south side of Chicago. Jurors deliberated for about 16 hours over 3 days before announcing Wednesday that they have reached a verdict, convicting 6 defendants of murder in the aid of racketeering and conspiracy to commit murder. FBG Durk, whose real name is Carlton Weekly, was shot 16 times outside a luxury clothing store, Dolce & Gabbana, Chicago upscale Gold Coast neighborhood on August 4th, 2020. The 26-year-old girlfriend and another man were wounded in the attack as well. The jury convicted Charles Liggins, 32, Kenneth Robinson, 30, Christopher Thomas, 24, Marcus Smart, 25, to Carlos Alfred, 32, and Ralph Turpin, 34, of murder in the aid of racketeering and conspiracy to commit murder. Liggins, Robertson, Thomas, Smart, and Alford were also convicted in using firearm in Weekly's murder. A life sentence is mandatory for a conviction of murder in aid of racketeering. Sentencing hearings for all 6 are scheduled in August and September. Prosecutors said Weekly was killed as part of years-long gang conflict between the Black Disciples and Gangster Disciples on Chicago's South Side. The 6 defendants were purportedly members of Associates of O Block, a rival faction of Black Disciples, prosecutors said. Morris, the acting U.S. attorney in Chicago, said his office will continue working with law enforcement to prioritize combating the unacceptable level of gang violence in Chicago. The jury verdicts today hold the 6 defendants accountable for a brutal murder that took the life of Carlton Weekly. He went on to say Weekly mother's Lashina Weekly wept Wednesday as she listened to the jury's verdict in an overflow the courtroom at a federal court house in Chicago. When I go home to tell my grandkids that their father received justice or justice had been served, that's going to be a big burden lifted off my shoulders, she told reporters after the verdict was announced. I just want to thank the United States government for doing a very good job and making sure that these guys would never hurt another mom or another child. Now, with that being said, I just want to say, my condolences to, again, Miss Weekly. Mama Duck, continue to do your thing on YouTube, as well as, just all the families involved. One thing about the demise of anybody, not only do the person hurt who lost their life, the families who children go to jail, everybody loses their father, the kids lose his fathers, the mother loses sons. This thing right here in Chicago has been a tragic situation, and at the end of the day, Mama Duck felt as though little Durk has some steam coming his way as well, because he is the only living guy that was pretty much tied into everything and who could have fished some money, according to Mama Duck, in so many words, paraphrasing. Little Durk have to worry about the feds looking his way as well, because his hands ain't as clean as it looked like he's trying to portray it is. And at the end of the day, me on the outside looking in to the youth, use this situation right here as a learning factor, because again, the cliche thing of this whole dynamic, when you live in this type of lifestyle, they say you're going to be either dead or in jail. Although King Von didn't get his life took in Chicago, living that type of what you put out in your universe sometimes can come back. Unfortunately, his life was cut short. That's a person that's no longer living in or dead. The rest of these guys right here, not saying that they there's plenty more members in O Block, but in this situation right here on the inner circle, they're either dead or in jail. Unfortunately, my condolences to everybody involved. Like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notification bell on to all. Y'all get in the comment section below. Let me know what y'all think about this content. I thank you all for y'all time. Rest in peace to all involved. Thank you so much.
I'm right here with a dread this time. God is good. We serve a just God. And He said we receive the reward of the wicked in our own paths. We serve Him. We acknowledge Him in all our ways. Make sure we okay.